That was a disappointing night. It actually was a disappointing night both halves. I thought at halftime we probably had been fortunate to be a bucket away, and really fortunate to have hit some fouls, some three starters that were in foul trouble. I think they're a really good team. There's some things I'd love to say, but I know I can't. So I'll try to do my best. I thought we self-destructed tonight on offense. I thought they only chose to pressure us for 60 seconds in the game when we took JD out. And those possessions are my fault. But until then, I thought we chose for the first time all year to be a little disconnected on offense. We did things in terms of passing, dribbling, and shooting with a low amount of pressure on us that we hadn't done all year. And I'm not sure why. It's our job to figure that out. If they're really good. But they gave us an opportunity with some slapstick turnovers. I mean, incredible turnovers. And we simply could not do what we needed to do in terms of pass selection, dribble selection, and shot selection when we got the ball on offense. That's disappointing. I will say that with about 7 to go, they decided they no longer wanted to play and just hold the ball. I wanted to give our guys at least 2 minutes to rest. And then when we did figure it out and decided to go finish the game like we should finish the game, I thought our guys turned them over, I think, 4 times in the last 5 possessions, knocked a couple shots in. But most of those shots were playing off both sides of the rim and coming out. So disappointing, terrific team. I wish them the best. But very disappointed in our team, not our effort in our team.
You mentioned the self-destruction. Did San Diego State do anything defensively to lead to some of that? You said they didn't really pressure you that much other than when JD was out.
It was like very good position basketball. I never saw any doubles. I never saw any drops. I never saw any pressure where somebody had to turn the other way to pivot. I think a lot of it was us. They're very good positioning, and they're tough, competitive kids. And they do have an inner arrogance that expects to win. Great programs that I've been around, I've always had that, and I respect that. But our disappointment lies on what we can or cannot control. And simply put, if you've seen us play enough, we made decisions with the basketball, and even without the basketball tonight, we haven't done all year. We haven't even done that in practice.
Tough for Leonard in the first half. He seemed to maybe get a little bit of a rhythm going and get 2 fouls, and he has to get taken out. Did you see that kind of take some of his momentum?
Well, it's part of the game. I said that last week. This is the time of the year that injuries, illness, fatigue, academic attrition, foul trouble, every team is going to be confronted with that type of adversity, and you have to overcome it. And we actually sort of covered it up the last 2 possessions of the first half to go in there 3 down. But it wasn't enough. We took a quick errant shot right out of halftime off a pin down, which we never take. And it didn't stop.
How much, and the times you played, it seemed like there was, and their defense may have a lot to do with it, but there seemed to be a lot more shots on your side. How did you see it?
I see it exactly like you saw it just there. I thought a lot of forced dribbles, a lot of forced passes, and a lot of forced shots. The only time we should face that type of adversity is the last 10 clicks on the shot clock. And then if you have to force dribbles, force passes, and force shots, that makes sense. We didn't do that tonight. And like I said, to their credit, a very good team, a nationally ranked team, a team I really admire. But I'm disappointed in us, and hopefully we can take care of us so that when we leave the court, we've left everything on the court and somebody's beaten us. And I don't have the feeling that we helped them beat us. And I feel like we helped them beat us tonight.
Kind of an uncharacteristic night for JD. Do you feel like, was it maybe because of San Diego or anything that they put maybe some kind of put him on?
Yeah, he didn't have one of his better games, but you know, he's given us so much so long, and I trust him with the ball, and I trust him on defense. And again, for a long period of time, they were well under their average. The game was in hand probably with 15 minutes to play. But I really thought that we self-destructed decision-making. And that's a big part of the game. Intellect is a big part of the game.
And when you look at the stats defensively, I mean, he held them to 52 points. Look, he turned them over 19 times. Was the defensive effort good enough tonight in your mind, or?
Yeah, I think it was, but I think we were so inept in those decisions that we almost kept chopping ourselves in the legs. And the right thing to do is give Steve and his staff and team the credit. So that's what I like to do right now. So I get home. Anybody else?